Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl, adapted by Tori Lynn Chesney. Once upon a time there were 3 farmers, Bogus, Bunce, and Bean. One fat one, one short, one lean. They were nasty and mean. There was a fox whose name is Mr. Fox, who lived in the valley with his wife and 4 kids. Every night he would steal from the farmers.
Call your row, bring your journal with you and line up. And then on your way out the door, you can put your journal in your basket. Emily's row.
Mr. Fox, what shall it be tonight? One night Mr. Fox went to go get food for him and his family. First he sniffed out the air. All of a sudden he saw a flash, then bang, bang, bang. The farmer shot Mr. Fox's tail, but he's okay though. Then the farmers get their shovels, but the foxes dug out them. Then the farmers get a big noisy tractor and try to dig him out.
We are going to the big jam. Yes. We're in the big gym today, right? Yeah, we are. Yes, we're in the big gym. I love the big gym.
The farmers and the foxes were in a race. The farmers are still trying to dig out the foxes, but the foxes are getting tired and the hole is getting smaller by the minute. The foxes are stuck in the deep and dark hole. The foxes are scared and tired. Soon Mr. Fox gets an idea. He tells his kids his plan to get food from the farmers and have a feast. Then him and his kids go to Bogus's chicken house and get some chickens. Then Mr. Fox tells one of his kids to take them to tell Mr. Fox to prepare for the feast. First thing in the morning, Mrs. Fox thinks she's dreaming. Then she realizes she's not dreaming.
Why? Because they'll probably do it. Well, they've had it.
Soon Mr. Fox and his kids start to dig again. Then all of a sudden they hear a deep voice. Then Badger comes out of the roof. "Badger!" yelled Mr. Fox. "Foxy," asked Badger, "is that you?" Badger asked Mr. Fox about the farmers destroying the valley. Then Mr. Fox, Badger, and the little foxes dig to Bounce's giant storehouse. Then Mr. Fox moves a floorboard. Then he climbed through the hole. Then Badger and the little foxes climbed up behind him. Then ran to get as much licorice food they can. One of the little foxes suddenly to get some carrots. Soon the foxes and Badger found a stone wall. Then, when all of a sudden one of the stone moved, and Rat came out and said to go away. Rat climbs. He owns the cellar. Mr. Fox told Rat that he would eat him if the rats started taking bricks out. Then Mr. Fox climbed through the hole. Then the little fox and Badger climbed through the hole. When they were getting cider, a woman came down the stairs to get cider for Bean. She grabbed the closest the cider jars to 3 animals. Then the animals left thieves, robbers, bandits, burglars. Thieves. Rat said. Then they were on their way back to the other animals. On the way, Mr. Fox and Badger sang a song. When they got back to their other animals, they had just started eating. Then Mrs. Fox had made a toast to her husband, Fantastic Mr. Fox. The poor farmers were still sitting by the hole, and all of the people that the farmers had hired and left, but the farmers would not until they had Mr. Fox. The end.